Well, hello, Bob Dendra here, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are building the town of Lorikeet Valley. So, on Friday night we had a stream, our first Cities Skylines stream. A few people joined, which was really good to see. And it was mostly sort of a detailing and just doing some fine-tuning, so not much has changed. So, as part of our new station we built here at Old Lorikeet Valley, we also took the opportunity to introduce some medium to high density housing in the area to really take advantage of that good link that we've got there. We also did some fine-tuning at our zoo here to give our buses a little spot to turn around rather than having to drive into the car park to do their U-turns if the route finishes there. And we also just did a bit of general sort of detailing around the place to make things look a little bit prettier. Now, where I want to start this episode is at this intersection here with our new sort of industrial complex that we set up in the last couple of episodes. As you can see, there is very heavy traffic. It is causing backups around the place, and it's contributing to pretty poor traffic flow. So I've had to think about this, and I think what we'll do, let's have a look and see if we can determine where the majority of these vehicles are wanting to go. So if we pop here, we can see that they're really going quite a few different places, to be honest, but a lot of them are actually heading over, you know, into our city, heading up up towards our sawmill over here as well. So I think it may actually be a good idea to see if we could get a nice easy interchange with our motorway sort of around this area here. And we could definitely adapt to this existing bridge we have here, probably upscale it to a 4-lane bridge or something like that, and really take advantage of the opportunity we have here for like slip lanes and things like that. So I think that might be where we start off today. So I'm going to pop pause on because I will be getting rid of this road. It also may require a slight realignment of our rail line as well, which we'll need to keep in mind. I probably also don't want it to be a 4-way interchange either. We probably want a sort of a T or something like that, which may actually require us to potentially pull out a connection here, I'm thinking. I think that probably makes sense. We don't have like massive sort of requirement for all these side streets. There's really not that much demand for industry anyway. And then what we can do is we can pull out one of our 4-lane avenues. We can connect it up to that node that we've freed up. And we might just go a bit of freeform and start to sort of head up here. Of course, we'll need to adjust that. That's too low as well, but I think that's a nice little start. And then what we could potentially look to do is put some slip lanes in, sort of on the streets heading this way. From there, we're just going to head directly across a nice straight there. It's way too low, of course. How is that looking once I move my camera back to the right place? Yeah, that's actually doable. And what I'm thinking we'll go for here is a bit of a slightly janky park low. Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to bump this one up to, from here, a 6-lane. We'll use this 1-lane road. We might lay a short section of parallel, probably from about here to here. And I'm also going to upgrade a section here to 6 lane as well. Probably here or so. And we're going to do the same thing. Then what I'm going to do is get a two-way. I'll try and make this, so we'll go 6, 6. And then we will, actually we can use our curve tool. And go from here to here. Wrong shape. Or, sorry, create curve is what I want actually. Perfect. And then we just need to do the same here. We'll do it a little bit differently. Let's turn off node snapping and just sort of bring that in and join up there. Yes, it looks very ugly right now, but I promise once we're done with it, it will be okay. Alright, so that's one half of the parkload done. The other one is going to be the challenging side because once again we've got our rail line here that is sort of going to be cutting through the middle. And I'm just trying to think of how we could make that potentially work. Yeah, it's probably unrealistic, but we are going to realign our rail line to allow this this parkload to work a little bit better. I'll fix it, I promise. I'm just thinking about how we'll connect up our other, like our off-ramp from this direction, because it's not going to connect up where the existing one's connected, so we might need to potentially push this out a little bit further to be able to make that work. Oops. I wanted to use move it. So if we just, drag this out a little bit more, and probably, just completely drag this. Let's give it a little bit of separation as well. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Didn't mean to unpause there. Oh no. So we could potentially move this up to here. Downgrade this one back to 4 lanes. Make this connection here. And then if we sort of parallel this for one node. So from here to here. What's happened? Okay, that was a bit weird. And then we can drag that in there. I think that should work. Probably not like that though. That's probably not the best. I'm wondering if we maybe need to take this road a little bit further down, to be honest. Because we're going to have to raise it up a bit more, and this is already looking terrible. We might make this a grounded piece as well. Well, let's see if we can anyway. We've got a problem here. This did not actually snap onto the node. Oh, this looks very bad as well. Okay, it's connected now. And we should be able to use node controller. Oh, Lord. Lordy me. What's going on there is... Oh, they're not actually connected up to the right node. Aha. Okay, that makes sense. We might just redo that, and we're going to get rid of that node that we've possibly just created there. Okay. Cool. Looking much better there. So I wonder if we could maybe join up like sort of here at a bit of a T, and then head over like that. Wonder if that would work. Let's give it a go anyway. That's a very ugly road, isn't it? It's very over-engineered. Tell you what, we'll bring these down to road level, or to ground level, and convert them as well. Okay, I think that works. So we might just unpause it now. We do need a connection here actually with Prospect Street. We also need to not have 6 lanes going down to 2. So we might bump it down to a 4 lane as we come through here, and then down to 1 once we get to there. But we need a solution to connect this road up. We might need to slightly realign our roads, unfortunately. Sorry citizens. Let's pull out that node there as well. Let's get some zoning back here, where we missed out on it. And, oh, you're not connected up. That's a problem, isn't it? I do just want to fix our road designations as well. I do want Birdsong Boulevard, which is now Green Avenue apparently. Do we not have a Birdsong Boulevard anymore? Okay, well, we're going to need to fix that. There's a Birdsong Boulevard after there. Okay, that's fine. This is not where we want Green Avenue to go. Soon to be Birdsong Boulevard. We want it to follow the existing sort of designation. even though we've, you know, sort of rerouted it onto this road here. And I think what I would also like to do is have a bit of a slip lane here potentially, so that we keep that traffic running, you know, all the time. And then, so what we're going to do, maybe, yeah, so we'll switch over this road to this. Yep, perfect. Our left lane goes left, and then we'll use Traffic Manager to fix up our lane arrows. So these guys are only going to be able to turn right. These guys can only turn left. And yeah, that should be fine. Now, the next thing I want to work on this episode is something that our community in Lorikeet Valley has been campaigning on for a while. So they have basically been campaigning that this train station here in Lafayette Hills is basically wasted. It's a short, you know, walk to the nearest train station in Lorikeet, and it doesn't really connect with where the jobs are, being in obviously the CBD here. And they have been campaigning for this to be replaced by light rail for some time. And being the populist I am, I you know, give the community whatever they want to make sure I keep my vote. We have decided that we are going to actually accept, you know, their proposal, or accept what they're asking for, and we're actually going to change over the Lafayette train line into a light rail. So there's a few things we're going to be looking at here. So we're going to run, initially it will run over to our zoo over here, which does allow transfers to, you know, a number of different bus lines as well as a metro. And potentially, if that's successful, we could look at running trams in other areas of our CBD as well, through, you know, down Birdsong Boulevard or anything like that. But at the moment, it's just basically an experiment. It's a proof of concept to see if this is going to work or not. So first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to head over to our public transport lines overview, and we'll get our T2 line. And we are actually going to remove it. Sad days. Train line is closed, and we are now going to start work on replacing it. So the alignment will be a little bit different here. So what we will be doing, we'll be building probably like a standalone light rail station here, which I believe I have some of, I hope anyway, if I've successfully acquired assets. So we can have a look. We've got a few different options here. I am using the reversible train AI, which I think is quite cool. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is just joining up with this intersection here with our motorway, or our link road. And just try and make sort of a nice, might use freeform actually, it's probably going to be a bit easier. Try and get a nice connection into there. Okay, that's all right. And then we'll switch on to running sort of alongside or on the tracks here, which means we may need to get rid of our dedicated turning lane there. That's not necessarily a concern for me because it's not really that used from what I can see. Otherwise we could upgrade to a slightly larger road as well. Let's see how this one looks here. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I was hoping to use this because I quite like these tracks, but We might need to go for a vanilla one if it's going to be behaving like this. Okay, I guess it doesn't have an elevated road. I thought it did. I thought it started out elevated. I guess we'll just have to switch back to, yeah, just a regular road then. It's unfortunate. Alrighty, but from here, once we get to this intersection here now near our spooey, we're going to just punch our tram lines through, and we'll have a station over here. So it'll be sort of a bit of a hub here. So we've got our metro, we've got some bus stations, we'll also have the tram as well. Once again, we'll need to do our little unlock trick. Now we just need to get a tram depot in somewhere. And probably, I guess over here is probably our best bet at the moment. This bit of land is probably not really going to be used for much, because it's sort of in no man's land between everything. So we might try and get a tram station or a tram depot in, sort of in this little block of area here. Very large. Very large building, isn't it? Might be able to fit one in. Let's give it a go. Let's get a road sort of right here parallel to our train tracks, if we can. Not at that height though. And if we do that, can we fit our tram depot in there? I don't reckon we can, but let's give it a go and see if it fits. Actually, that's not too bad, is it? I don't know why it's this big, actually, because it doesn't need to be, does it? Don't know how I feel about the the roller doors opening straight into the metro station. But yeah, that definitely fits. Happy with that. So hang on, the road needs to be here. That's a bit crap, isn't it? For it to count. I might just have to build a little stub road there to make that work. And we can just connect up there. Cool, cool, cool. All we need to do now is to connect up to the tram tracks. Wait, what? What is this? What happened here? What the hell? Okay. So what are you doing that for? Do we have... what the hell is this? Why are you stretched like that? Okay. I don't know, but if we change it to 101%, it fixes itself, so that's weird. Clearly something's broken when I loaded the game before, because I did not notice that. Okay. Alright, now the final thing I want to do in this episode is something that's really going to be preparing for what we're going to be doing next week, which is going to be very controversial in the community. But it's something that really it needs to happen for us to progress as a community and sort of get our name out there internationally and just within the country as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this section of land here to the right of Lorikeet Way and start to convert it into some higher density. So it makes sense, we've got a metro station here, so we really have the opportunity to start to increase the density on this road. What we're going to do before we do that is we're going to upgrade all of the roads to, paved roads with sidewalks and things like that. All right, so we've got a nice. We missed a single piece there. So we've got some nice square blocks now. So I'm going to just really wholesale go out and sort of demolish all of these houses. Our population will absolutely tank, but we are obviously going to have new housing for all these people. Alright, we have a high-rise ban over here as well, and I think I'm going to create just a small, probably encompassing this area as well, a small new district that we'll get rid of that high-rise ban on. So we'll sort of start to have a tiered approach. So Vermont District we will rename. Going to call it Toronto. And for our policies, we're going to remove that high-rise ban on this area. So this will allow taller buildings to develop here. We also might as well zone sort of our leftover little areas that we didn't zone on our stream. Cool. I might just add another park in this area as well. Obviously, once again, when we're getting rid of, yards and stuff, people are going to need somewhere to take their dog or take their kid or just go and have some relaxation. So we'll support them by putting in a couple of parks around the place. Cool, and let's see how the area develops. Cool, so our new higher density area is developing quite well. Our population has fallen a fair bit, but it is starting to pick back up. And hopefully throughout the next episode or so, we'll see a lot of take-up of that new residential. And we've got a lot of jobs available in the community as well, so hopefully that will drive people to move in. But that's going to be about it for this episode, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. You'll find a link to my Twitch in the description, so if you have Twitch, could you please get on there and follow me? So the barrier for monetization on Twitch is a lot lower than it is for YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube. And I'm starting to do a few streams as well, so please get on there if you've got Twitch and just give me a follow. You'll also find a link to my Buy Me a Coffee should you want to give something financial to the channel. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry, this is Cities Skylines. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.